Welcome to Deep Friday. On today's episode, we're deep frying an item I got in the Kickstarter known as the Meatless Butcher Box. This might look like some kind of steak in a Ziploc or in a vacuum bag, but I assure you it is not.
It looks a lot like that Reese's egg that comes around during
it kind of does.
Easter time.
I wonder if there's peanut butter in the center of this.
Yay! Oh, that'd be so great.
So, first off, Meatless Butcher Box. That's a Kickstarter I supported kind of a while ago. I can't even remember when. It was about 6 months ago. And they finally shipped off their rewards. I got the 4-pack, so it came with these filet mignons with herb butter, burgers, a taco meat, and a chili. And we're gonna definitely grill one of these bad boys. We're gonna grill those burgers, and we'll figure out what to do with the other two.
You kickstarted this?
Yeah.
Oh my so God. Awesome.
The butter smells amazing.
Yay.
Well, is there butter on that, or is that the whole thing in the freezer?
No, this was like soaked in our butter.
Now, when you say butter smells amazing, like... Oh my, like the herbs with the butter. Yeah, that is like a really nice...
Okay, that smells delicious.
Like herby butter baked potato kind of thing, but like on a steak, you know? Maybe a little Montreal seasoning or something?
It honestly smells like a steak before you would grill it if you were to season it up real nice. Shape-wise, yes, this is kind of the shape of a filet mignon. But when you look close and look at the texture, it's like, there's a lot of seeds in there.
Let's kind of get up in on this. Let's
yeah,
this side. Like a field loaf steak, basically?
It kind of looks like field loaf. Let's do some batter. That's a thick boy. Oh no! The vacuum suction has broken my fillet. That's okay.
Oh, broken?
Yeah, batter's pretty nice. This thing is weirdly buoyant. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, their seasoning is on point. I gotta give them that.
Do you think it deserves a little extra seasoning?
I mean, obviously you have to.
Oh.
You have to give it a little, you know.
Little finisher.
It's a steak, so we're gonna go ahead and use some Hunter's Blend.
Ooh.
Give a little.
That one's got some bigger holes in it.
And, lest we forget, we got that herb butter.
Herb butter.
Put a little dollop.
Yeah. Chisel that dollop out.
It's like, you know, when you get a steak at a steakhouse, you just get a nice chunk of butter on top, and they let the residual heat of the cooking steak, let it melt off.
Let's say you got on top.
That's some herb butter.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, it doesn't look bad.
Still smells good. Did it get cooked all the way? Oh, yeah, it did.
It's still in fuego.
It's spicy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get this out of the way first. Is this a steak? No. Not in texture. Not really in flavor, but close to seasonings you would put on a steak. Texture-wise, it's closer to a meatloaf, but a very, like, mushy meatloaf.
Like Salisbury steak, or like, are we taking a step back from that?
Like a steak made out of mashed potatoes.
Oh.
Does it have like the weird, like, proteiny, yeasty flavor that a lot of that stuff
That's
has?
the thing. This tastes fucking delicious.
Okay.
Nice.
It is not a steak, and it is definitely not like a black bean quinoa hamburger patty that you get.
Quinoa?
Wow. It tastes really, really good. It's not reminding me of any sort of meat product at all, or anything you would want to go that way with. Like, God, like, what should you do with this? Maybe it's more like a dip. Honestly.
So it's like it's seriously like mashed potatoes, like tatters and neeps. Like the texture is just like refried beans, kind of.
100%.
Oh, that's so upsetting.
Maybe that's the way. Maybe deep frying does that, but I feel like grilling isn't really gonna do that any better. But it's still fucking delicious.
There's a bean. I'm poking the bean. Yeah, like it is a lot of just like black bean and other things as far as the flavor, but it's not bad.
Black bean and binder.
Yeah. Yeah, the flavor is fucking wonderful, but a steak it is not. And as much as vegans love to talk about not eating animals, they really like to emulate the animals that we eat.
Isn't it funny? Like, don't you think this product could be refined in its own way to not be like, hey,
I'm call this steak to make it its own thing.
Yeah, this could be perfected into something amazing.
Like if they just called this black bean meat patty or like black bean patty, or something like that, it would be like, you know what? Cool, I'm down with that. But the fact that they have to call it a filet mignon, it's like, well...
That's a tall order, buddy.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I mean, for one, yeah, damn. It's like, for one, filet mignon, that's a hard, like that in itself. And then the fact that it's not even remotely close to meat.
Yeah.
Like...
You're saying filet mignon when you're not pulling off London broil.
Yeah, and and if you're so opposed to eating meat, stop making things that are supposed to replicate the meat. Just be happy with eating vegetables. There's my rant. It's a check plus, and I'm out.
It smells like an amazing French bread.
Yeah, kind of. This has more in common with deep fried haggis than a deep fried steak.
Yeah.
This tastes like garlic bread. If it was already pre-chewed.
The roadie thinks it tastes like stuffing, like Thanksgiving stuffing.
Yeah, that's not a bad assessment.
If it was garlic bread, if it was specifically like chives and garlic and a lot of butter and then some breading. This is no meat substitute, like at all. This is a side substitute. This is, I gotta agree, stuffing. It's like stuffing, but only if stuffing was heavily influenced by garlic and other things that taste like a really heavily garlic French bread. I like it. I would have it as a side. One where I was specifically looking for a mashed potato kind of side. But it like if you're trying to sell this as meat, that's terrible. That's a travesty. I still like it though. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Deep Friday. Vegan products. Well, shoot, they're kind of hit or miss, aren't they? This time it hit in a really special kind of way. You know, where you're kind of throwing a hook at the jaw, but you completely miss, but you still catch those sweet floating ribs. You know, and the guy's like, oh shit, I really didn't expect that. And you're like, oh, well, I didn't really expect it either. So yeah, come join us next time. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Check out all of our other social media and check us out over on twitch.tv/Loafy Molasses. You can catch me there all the time. Catch you guys next time. The deep fryer's still hot. We're gonna do something else right now. Woo! See what it is next time.